Hey guys, this is Eli G. Brown / Eli G. Brony, and inside this box is, well, some very old toys, but they're not just any toys. Okay, first off, gotta get this out of the way, because I can't show you what's on that. And, well, I'm just gonna show you right now. I'm actually gonna put the box over here. Right here is the red Catalyzer from Power Rangers Zeo, the 4th season of Power Rangers, or as people would refer to this in Super Sentai as Red Puncher. It doesn't have the head because the bits of the head that attached onto this broke off. But what I have seen on videos on YouTube, I don't remember seeing Zeo on TV a long time ago. I don't remember seeing it. But what I saw on videos of YouTube is that this hook right here is supposed to attach to the back of the Zeo Megazord. And then these arms would turn over this way, and they would, well, just face over there. And that was it. And then the helmet would go onto the Zeo Megazord's head. So this is quite interesting, though I really did not know exactly what season of Power Rangers this was from until I found the videos on YouTube many years later. Okay, so that's that out of the way, and now I'm going to show you some action figures. First off, we have Trini, the Yellow Ranger from the 1st season of Power Rangers, or as, or Aisha if you are referring to season 2 and season 3, because Trini left the show along with Jason and Zach because they had to go to a peace conference. And I also have TJ, or Tommy, if you're referring to the beginning of Turbo, or later on in the series, or as Super Sentai would call this character, Red Racer. Also the Yellow Ranger over there would be called Tiger Ranger, and Sentai fans would probably be aware that this Yellow Ranger was originally a boy, and that was also his name, Boy. But since this is a figure in America, it's pretty obvious that it's kind of supposed to be meant to be a girl, since they changed it to being a girl in Power Rangers. Next, here is Justin, the Blue Turbo Ranger. In Car Ranger, this was Blue Racer. And right here is Carlos, the Black Space Ranger. And in Super Sentai, he was called Mega Black. That was his ranger name. Not too much. I know some of the names of the rangers in Super Sentai, but some others I still need to memorize. And lastly is Andros, the Red Space Ranger, also known as Mega Red in Mega Ranger. So, something that I've just noticed right here is that these 4 Rangers right here are about the same height. They're very much taller than Trini right here. Gee guys, did you like, I don't know, TJ wasn't in the shot. Did you guys like, well, I don't know. But anyway, I'm guessing that very on in toy productions, they started off making the action figures be a little small. And then I'm guessing that later on they decided to make the action figures a lot taller, since the 4 action figures here are a lot newer than this one right here, since Turbo and In Space came out a lot later than Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, though Turbo was the 5th season and In Space was the 6th season. Now I think these are the only Power Ranger things that I have. My family never got the rest of the original team, and we also did not get the other 3 Turbo Rangers, or the other 3, or if you count the Silver Ranger, 4 Space Rangers. Now, they each have these functions. The Turbo Rangers have this switch on the back. I'm not quite sure what it was supposed to do. Maybe it'll work a bit more over here, or maybe not. Also, I think they were supposed to move the arms. I think we also have an Elgar somewhere, but don't know where he is. Oh, looks like TJ and Justin feel like sleeping. That's okay, and Trini is going to join me. Okay, go over there. Have a nap, you 3. Now for the Space Rangers, they each have this button on the back, and what would happen is that these circles right here on the tops of their helmets, they would light up. They don't anymore, but in the old days, they did light up. And same's broken for Carlos as well. Now, another thing that is quite interesting about the Space Rangers is, well, if you have watched Mega Ranger on YouTube, or actually have seen the episodes in Japan, if you are living in Japan and you've seen the episodes personally, you probably would probably know by the fact that in Japan, in Mega Ranger, this Black Ranger was the team leader, not the Red Ranger. However, despite that, the Red Ranger was still put up in front as if he was the leader, such as being the top in the roll call, being the one to sit in the main control seat, and even was the first to call out his name in the roll call. But in America, they decided to change that to having it be the Red Ranger be the leader. I guess having him be the de facto leader in Japan pretty much worked around them having him be the actual leader in America. And as for TJ, who would then become the Blue Ranger, he was the second in command of the Space Rangers. In Mega Ranger, the Red Ranger was the second in command, since Black Ranger was leader. So, and also, for some of you Power Ranger fans, though, some of you probably thought Turbo was a pretty bad season. I personally did not hate it. I know that there are a lot of people that did hate it, but I personally did not hate it. But there was something about In Space that was kind of off, and that was by the fact that Justin was not even in that season. Well, I mean, as a regular Ranger, he did appear in True Blue to the Rescue, but that was only for one episode, and also he was still in the same old blue Turbo Ranger suit. He didn't get a new Power Ranger suit. I would picture him as becoming the Green Space Ranger, though there wasn't a Green Ranger in Mega Ranger, so I guess that wouldn't have worked out. Though, if they did, they probably could have made him be the Silver Ranger instead of writing Zane into the story. But I think that the whole reason why Justin was written out of the show at the end of Turbo was because, well, a lot of people didn't like him. I certainly do not know why. Maybe it was because they were used to it being all teenagers, not 12-year-olds. I personally liked Justin. He was actually my first Blue Ranger. Turbo was my personal first season, though it was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers that I remember the most out of all of the Power Rangers series that I have seen as a kid. And, well, that is about it. Looking at the old Power Ranger figures, some of them are pretty beat up after a while. You probably have noticed some discoloration, particularly on the Space Rangers, like with their boots. The paint has kind of been peeled off, especially on their chests, where all 5 of the core team colors were shown. But now with Andros, they're all red, and on Carlos, they're mostly black, but the center one is still red, and Justin decided to fall asleep again. Well, you all can go to sleep now, because I'm gonna put you away. So that is about it with, the old Power Ranger figures. What did you think of each of these series? It's pretty interesting to hear what other people have to say, though I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of people that are going to say that they didn't like Turbo, because a lot of people did not like that series. And as I said before, I am one of the few people that actually thought that series was good. But you all have your opinions, I have mine. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you again next time.